We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Hall to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield, get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
57's Mike. Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Check 3. Check 3. Check. Look.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Hall again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Chopper. Rush in.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Go on. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. You ever get tired of seeing me? 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And, you know, Skip has a, you know, up and down with overall, though, he's done a great job for you.
Now Gino on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Smith on first down. Buying time to his left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Smith now on second down. Flushed out right. Returning right back to Lockett. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
James Robinson.
48 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I dare you to tell me that. I don't think you could have swung that one at me. I had 10 sacks as a 35-year-old, so I don't think you could have swung that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I was watching the Bulls of Baltimore the other night.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
That summed it up for me. I was trying to figure out a way to, not to be the old.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The middle of the field is precious real estate, son.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 29, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Squeeze, get in there. How can you tell somebody that what they're almost going to say?
Under 10.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
57's Mike. Mike 57. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Don't tip the motherfucking catch, bitch.
Knocked down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. White. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
White. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's go now.
Okay, and after that, you said the problems began to start.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Jets have got it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Hello?
2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But
nothing much, just watching a little YouTube, waiting for the game.
Run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Okay, that's good.
Ball again on 2nd down.
That's
and he
good,
gets
right?
it inside the 35, just shy of the 30.
So now
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Hall again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Hopefully
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This should be that dude.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
What's the pocket about?
Straight in and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Go! Touch the eagle! Touch the eagle! Kill!
Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What gets me?
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A carry here for the big tight end. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. In your face. Check smash, check smash.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because and if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's a
because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that'll do it for us.
So you guys are like by Brinkley or whatever?
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, a little bit past it. And you probably went the other way too.
Oh my God, this way that my dad told me to go, never again.
Uh-huh.
The way that I went there was the fastest way. It was 7 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 8 minutes faster, but
Faster is faster.
I guess.
But this way, not faster.
Uh-huh. Oh, almost to the finish line.
Elizabeth back there just being quiet. She doesn't even want her to look at her tablet. I'm pretty sure she has strep though, by the way her tongue looks.
Tongue looks bad.
Yeah.
Damn. She going through it.
Yeah, she's sick.
I hate that for her.
I know, I do too. I do too. You can tell when Ella's sick too. She just
Yeah, you told me.
And then we stopped because I was like, maybe, maybe she'll eat like some ice cream or milkshake or something. So we stopped at Dairy Queen and she didn't even want the ice cream.
Oh, yeah, she's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of was happy that Michelle called me the other night.
Yeah. That's good.
Whenever I walked into my grandma's house, she didn't know who I was.
Yeah, you told me.
I walked in and she was staring at me. She was sitting in the living room. She was staring at me and she was looking at Kim, my mom's sister, and then she looked back at me and she looked at Kim and she said, "Who is that?" And I put my sunglasses up and she was still looking at me. And I said, "Mama." And she goes, "Oh." Her face is still a little bit swollen.
I'm just glad you got to see her.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen her for a long time. And also, she gave me my grandpa's Purple Heart.
Oh, wow.
And whenever the Navy moved me, they lost it. So I was able to go through all of his stuff and submit like everything that I needed to get a replacement.
That's good.
Yeah. I was looking through all of his stuff. It was pretty cool. All that stuff that I found. I just passed an exit for Stuttgart.
Yeah, Riceburg. Okay. Well, you should be getting to Jacksonville pretty soon. Probably next 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm about to let Poppy back outside right quick before it get dark.
Okay. Did you see that?
What?
Did you see that meteor that came through Arkansas?
No, I didn't see it.
No, I did not. You're on my image.
Only thing I seen was cause I'm on Twitter. I'm like
And back in St. Louis, you had your own plug, but it wasn't really working out, right?
So, the guy that I was dealing with up there, he ended up getting locked up. So now, I don't know, I'm probably 5 months, 6 months into, being cool with bro now. And, well, actually just with him. I haven't met T at the time. And I come to him, come down and like, bro, let me holler at you about something. I was like, shit. He's like, what's up? We smoke. I'm like, man, bro, my guy got locked up. I'm like, bro, I don't know how to ask you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shit, I need some work. Like, I don't know how you gonna take this or whatever, but I closed mouth don't get fed, especially if you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I like, bro, if you can help me out, you know what I'm saying? And he smoking his little blunt, and then he's like, I never thought you was gonna ask. He's like, I been knew about your situation and shit. I already know, how you was, you know what I'm saying, what you can do and all that, but not really what you can do, but I knew about you. You know what I'm saying? Because he was cool with the guy that introduced us to each other. So he, I guess they were, relying, talking about me or whatever in a good way. So he like, well, just go home. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you go back home, I don't know if I stayed on a couple of days, kicked it, then I went home. But anyway, like when you get home, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna have somebody come holler at you. So I finally get the call and somebody called me. He had somebody call me like he said and shit. And they pulled up like he said. You know what I'm saying? And we had to, break the car down and get the situations out of there. And I called him back probably about, it wasn't even 30 hours later. Like, I'm done. He said, what'd you just say? I said, I'm done. Like, what you want me to do with the paper? Like, what's up? He's like, all right, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. Call back, had the people come back, get the money, and we fixed it back up to where it's supposed to be and shit. The way they told them, I didn't know, they were telling me how to do it, because we ain't never had that conversation. And sent it off. He said, man, you just knocked out 27 bricks. No, it was 33 bricks. In less than 2 days, with 30 something out. He said, dang. He said, all right, then, I'm sitting saying this, I'm like, yeah, some more cool points for me. So they sold me 27, I think, the second time. I banged them about 3 days. They like, look, you need to come out here. Come on, get on a plane, come on out here to Cali, so you can talk to us and shit. So I flew out there, and I think that's when I think I met T. I ain't for sure if I met T before that or after that. But that's when I know I met Wayne. I thought. Hello?
Hey, baby.
You okay?
Yeah, I could. This is lost year drop first.
Yeah.
Shit. I told Mark, I said, this is why you need to get your pilot's license so we can fly.
And what did he say?
He was like, yeah.
Gotcha.
My mom, I thought that I had washed my sweatpants while I was there, but I didn't. So I asked my mom if she could give me a pair of sweatpants to wear home today.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17.
Let's go. Do it.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards.
And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
On first down, Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
3rd and 2, Smith.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Diggs going in motion right. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Check 9, check 9. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Cook up the gut. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Singletary again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Crutch.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Come on, D.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready, go.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Gino. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown! Ken Walker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
that's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion goes the tight end. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack on first down, Allen, and this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Smith. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Ready? Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Smith. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Throwing now is Geno. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, it's Walker.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 54 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They run again with Walker.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try the air now with Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 24, Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They go to Elliott again.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the. Here we go. 46. 46. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, we got to get it.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Hello, man. Okay. Yeah. I need to hit, bro.
Hey, 47.
Bro. Okay. That's new.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the
shout
exact
out
same
Texas,
thing.
man.
What's
Shout out
going
Texas.
on out
Good,
there?
man.
Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
I'm from Little Rock, man. About 4 hours from Dallas. Yeah, I done been at Jerry Jones Stadium, man.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay
Earl
of game.
Spence fight. I don't know if you know who Earl Spence is.
Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh man, look, bro, look. I own. It's the money, bro. It's like it's a big ass fight. But the promoter don't wanna. He don't want to guarantee the money. He wants you to like pretty much take a low guarantee up front and get the rest on the back end when you sell a pay-per-view and
Flush
shit.
to his right.
Look at that. That's dumb. Come on, man. What the? You can't do that, man.
Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical.
You can't just throw the ball.
And that paid off on that play.
You threw that motherfucker blind. Okay, I'm finna say.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let them know we'll be back the very next series.
If everything play out how it should, man, motherfuckers should be fighting this year. If they don't fight this year, I don't think he's going to
Walker to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Be a big fight with it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 29, Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Smith now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Exactly.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit.
We
they
about
didn't
to
recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you.
That's 30 years ago,
was a little too long there.
Yeah.
And after the touchdown, here's
you know
Myers.
You know what's crazy? I seen a graphic the other day where it said Michael Jordan made $33 million in '98, and the rest of his team made like $28 million or something like that. I'm like, damn, LeBron should be making about $100 million per year. Shit. For real, because if you look at it, the team's gonna get paid regardless, because they get paid just for being in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They get paid over there. Come on. Let's go. That's Williams.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now,
that's Rook right there, nigga.
Had to run back out on the field.
You better get some. You better get some, goddamn, because I ain't.
Last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this
Somebody
play
got
because
a
they
goddamn
opened up the field and brought their tight end.
I got too many good niggas out here. I don't think
Geno
just don't fuck it up. That's all you got to do, dog. Don't fuck it up.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Now we got niggas out here for you, Gino. We got Walker. We got Fant. We got that big ass nigga over there. What's his name? DK.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got weapons out here now. I bet Dallas wish they had these kind of weapons. If y'all had a nigga to like go with CD, then y'all be a bad team. Y'all just need a nigga to. Y'all need a nigga go with. Yeah, I don't know what the. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, y'all let Mark go for a bag of chips.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Y'all could have kept Amari.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. From 10 yards out, and the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Oh no! He sure pulled up. Like, what did he pull up for?
Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score
again.
You gotta like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right.
I ain't never seen no pull up. Did you click on him?
A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I gotta get this in.
Oh, okay.
Perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. He went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
A little worried about your hands though.
Yeah. Well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
I know I'm chasing the other route.
Taken from about the 12.
Yeah.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah. Ended my ball at halftime. Better do something. Can't do a turnover. Oh, see, man, you going that. They wanted that running shit.
There we go. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They got a club. They got a club in that bitch, nigga.
The last run good for
they
2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm like, God damn, Jerry. Jerry put a club in this bitch.
Prescott.
Great.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Michael Jackson's Jesus.
You're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard. No
play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Jesus. Michael Jackson, Jesus. Michael Jackson, Jesus.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys are back within a score.
Outside, nigga. My dad, nigga. You got the touchdown, my nigga. You got the touchdown. He went outside. He went the outside and a touchdown. Goddamn, he won 15 points on one play.
Yeah. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Come on, man.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point
you get a hole.
Even heavy run teams,
shit, you better run that route. You better run that route, nigga. Yeah, we jammed that nigga up. We jammed that nigga up. Look at you see with his hand on? Nigga had his arm back. Hold on. Nigga had his arm back. Number 30, nigga, you a beat. Hey, he aggressive, nigga. Number 30 aggressive out there. That nigga over there aggressive, nigga.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Okay. I don't want to do you like this, bro. All right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, man, you gave me 2 freebies, shit. I'm rolling the dice.
On 4th down, Smith.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
That's my fault. I should have waited, my nigga. He was going on the post.
And Dallas, they'll take
that
over
nigga beat to
terrific field position.
Come on, man. You better do something with it, man. You better do something with this shot. I just blessed you, my nigga. Can't say I ain't never gave you nothing.
They'll run left with Pollard. And just good down.
I don't know why they. I don't know why they make. I don't know why they make a nigga do that. Do that shit. They know what. They know where I made it.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
You blessed me with time. I appreciate it.
First half. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead.
I'm about to get it.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said,
so I went there?
They're in the end zone.
So I went right there.
Earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot
I'm in the backfield with him. It's our backfield.
Realize that 3 for 2 is really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Man, they gotta fix that shit though, bro. Goddamn glare and
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's the goddamn glare in the middle field.
More than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Smith on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Come on. 70, Timberwolves. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So
my mama told me I was hard-headed growing up because I keep on doing the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Why the fuck I'm gonna throw the ball? I'm at the 1-yard line. You know, this ain't Seattle. This ain't Seattle, nigga. I'm not Pete Carroll. Shit. Even if I don't got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield, I'm running that motherfucking ball. I don't know what Pete Carroll was thinking. Them niggas was smoking dope that night. Hey, so you know what? When we get down to the 1, everybody think we gonna run. We gonna pass that motherfucker. Fuck Marshawn.
So
yeah, y'all niggas smoking big dope.
In the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Oh yeah, don't. Oh shit.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock,
got Turpin on that same route trying to go over Jamal Adams. Yeah, we on that this time.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL.
Now I get to.
Sports.
I feel like I get to run my offense now.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Now
the
I ain't got it.
Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football
now
first.
I ain't got to keep
as the
spamming
second
you.
half is
Now I can
underway.
set you up. Now I can set you up.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
What you going 41? What you going 41 caught the Holy Ghost, didn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And
this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
I want to help him out?
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Okay.
Now Gino on first down.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Where you going to get it from?
Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man Lamb. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over.
Let's go, goddammit.
With a football at their own 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic.
That's all me, nigga.
Both fronts there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 22, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Damone Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The whole time, like Scarface, and that's with no sign. I'm a boss.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Smith.
Come on, man.
Touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you
That's
think
the
the
play
tight
we
end's
had
going to be
him
able to
set up
catch the
on,
football
man.
and handle that contact.
God
but in this
damn.
case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Run through his fucking
he'll get
face.
this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. On the move past the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This will even, nope,
that shit
glitch.
That shit glitch, bro, on my mama, that shit glitched on me so hard right there.
Put this one on
I mean,
he comes up empty.
And how big of
damn.
a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned,
bro. I'm like, it didn't even let me kick the power. It only let me kick the accuracy.
It would have been 2 scores.
No, bro. Come on now. If it had any power on a nigga, that shit was good. You know it.
They were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see
it's all part of the game. It's all part of the game.
To making a huge play and stealing
yeah, it's all part of the game. Yeah, it's all part of the game. I ain't crying about it.
One more time.
Yeah. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge.
I ain't crying about it. I just don't want to play, nigga. I missed the easy ass field goal like that. That's all I'm saying. That's my only point, nigga. Damn everything else.
They'll drop this underneath.
Yeah, feel that nigga.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good catch out. He gonna spit that motherfucker here. Oh, Transformer. Oh, here come some Bo commercials. Transformers. Oh, shit.
So the
Cowboys in
possession of the football.
Hey, Transformers are going to be hard.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that
Our
looks
game
like
ain't started
it's
yet,
going
though.
to go down to the wire.
The game ain't started yet.
Ahead
just
of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Like doing the national anthem and shit.
Run for Pollard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
94 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Pollard.
Oh, okay.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they
get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Thank you for the 50 seconds.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Like a stop. All right, coin toss.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks
everything's
offense.
Event.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now it's Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Yeah, you had me on my heels a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They